Oh, yeah. And what up? Not Quite Mint family. How are we all doing? I'm Tom.
I'm Rich.
And today we're going to be reviewing our top comics of this week. And we might even do some picks of the week.
We're definitely going to be doing some picks of the week, mate. So make sure that you keep watching to the end if you want to know what our top picks are. And also, it'd be great if you become part of the Not Quite Mint family by hitting that subscribe button down below. And also giving us the thumbs up. Right, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
This is the future. Evolution.
So where would you like to start this time? So shall we start with Amazing Spiderman, the Daily Bugle? Do you want to talk about that? Because I haven't read this one.
Yeah,
this is
so
one of the ones I ducked.
Yeah, let's start with the Amazing Spider-Man Daily Bugle. So I actually really like this one.
Okay.
The opening panel is really nice. It's really gritty. It's almost like a newspaper, which I thought was a really nice throwback to it. It's cleverly written. There's like 3 stories going on within it.
Okay.
And each story is like a news report.
Right.
So
okay.
it's clever what they've done. There's one particular bit where I feel absolutely awful for the poor cats that are in it.
Oh.
I mean, it's not the nicest thing that happens,
okay.
but I mean, like, it's a bit. It's not nice.
It's just not nice.
But it's not a bad comic. I don't know whether or not I'll stay on longer than issue 1.
Yeah, I think it's either a 4 or a 5 part
Yeah.
sort of thing that they're obviously trying out. Not sure why, but
No, I'm not sure I'm gonna pay much more attention than issue. I might read issue 2.
So shall we do? Which one are we going to do? Avengers of the.
Oh God! Avengers of the Wasteland. First thing I would say is that the title. It gives it away. It's a waste of time.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I was not wrapped up by this one at all.
No. It's got there's an amazingly drawn scene in here.
Yeah.
With the hammer.
Yeah. When she calls it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Loved it. Thought it was brilliant. Just it's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think I've had enough of this old man Logan storyline of them being in the far, far future and it's all dystopic and all that. But it's cool Doctor Doom in it. I mean,
yeah,
to be honest,
I think that was it. I think it's one of the first books that I think we've read together where Doctor Doom is he's like the main sort of protagonist in it. So he's the bad guy, and then you've got these sort of versions of the Avengers, but they're not the familiar versions of the Avengers.
No, not at
all. It's like.
But I feel
really
like
weird.
we're missing. I think if you do like this one, I would assume that you've read the Dead Man Logan series because it refers to that a lot, and I think that's where I got lost. Is because I haven't read that, so I think without reading that, you're not going to know what's going on here, and I'm just not invested in these characters.
No, definitely.
Don't drag me in. I mean, the Ant-Man's just. Well, the best less said about the Ant-Man.
Yeah, he's just useless. It's just not great. Not capturing on that one, guys.
I won't read issue 2.
That's right. So next up is going to be now this one was quite an interesting one. It's Ravencroft. I will just bring the image up. So there we go. Ravencroft number 1. So again, this is part of an ongoing sort of like series. Institute for the Criminally Insane, as you say. It's after the aftermath of Absolute Carnage, which was obviously really, really popular. And yeah, Ravencroft's being rebuilt. It's all started at the state of the art. We've got some interesting characters introduced. So I don't want to give too much away, but one of the main characters who's going to play a pivotal part is the Kingpin.
Yes.
I won't give away what sort of part he's playing, but if you're familiar with the Absolute Carnage sort of backdrop and what world we're in, I think it'll be fairly obvious who we'll see. There's some other bad guys as well introduced, but they're not in their normal villain garb, are they? They're just sort of like...
I think the big reveal is obviously who's running the asylum.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, for
an Arkham Asylum book, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's the parallels with Arkham Asylum as well, and I will say I don't think it comes close to a lot of the things
not at all.
The Arkham Asylum type of stories. So yeah, maybe give it time if you're into this kind of thing, but I don't think it's something that
it's not. Again, like we just said about the other comics, it didn't draw me in. I didn't want to read more.
Yeah.
Actually, that is slightly a lie, because there's a bit in it where they talk about a particular person in a particular cell. They don't reveal who that is. No. You don't know who he is. Come back, because we're gonna do a predictions video, and I've got a prediction on who I think is going to be in that cell.
Yeah, so we'll do a video to explain the ins and outs of how the predictions video is going to work, but it's basically going to be linked to a giveaway, and that's going to be on top of our regular sort of like monthly giveaway. It's going to be a giveaway sort of episode, but there's a little bit of a treat to sort of test out how good we are at guessing storylines and building on theories on these.
We'll probably get
books.
all the really obvious ones, like you know.
Who's that really man in the red and blue suit?
Who's that man with the shield that's got a star on it? Oh, it could be Taskmaster, to be fair. Taskmaster? Taskmaster. Get your... put your teeth back in.
Well, anyway, Ravencroft, probably give it a miss next time, but we are curious who is
yeah, I am
in
curious
this
who's in this
cell, so we'll probably feature this episode in our first predictions video, which will be coming up at some point in the next week or so. So we're on to... things are getting better now, guys.
Do you want to do Avengers 30 next?
Oh, yeah, we'll do that one.
Yeah?
Yeah, Avengers
30. Only
30.
because I want to have a real smug moment here, because I absolutely called this.
Yeah, you did.
The ending of this comic, I called. So if you're reading this,
I
said last time we looked at this book, I think it was issue 29, where they're like... It's the first appearance of the Star Brand, but it's not the first appearance of the Star Brand. This is the first appearance of the Star Brand, and I was right.
Yeah. So,
just putting it out there.
Yeah, this is where we want to do some sort of like prediction thing, because like we can't. Everybody does it, don't they? And you build up the hype around a lot of these books, and then sometimes it's an anticlimax, sometimes it's not, and all the rest of it. Avengers 30. I'll be honest. I was expecting quite a lot from this. I was really looking forward to reading it. I'm not a massive fan of the art style in it.
That could be where we disagree. Okay. I like it on this one.
I found it based on like sort of reading. I know it's a Marvel book and not a DC book, but like based on some of the art from say Batman and things like that. Like that's really atmospheric, and like I found. I don't know what it was. I just didn't think there was the detail in the drawing. It felt quite...
Ed McGuinness, is it?
It's McGuinness, yeah, Ed McGuinness. So I'm not familiar with his work, and I don't mean it in a horrible way, but like I was reading it, and I think because it was quite a serious storyline, it's quite dark in certain parts.
There's a few bits in this that made me laugh out loud. I was lying in bed reading it, laughing out loud.
And I did not have that sort of thing with it, because I thought
screenshot will go here of the bit that made me laugh.
Oh yeah, we've got that image actually, but it's. For me, it was dealing with some quite like dark issues around. Can we say what happens and what?
You see, this is the bit where we're no one's actually said whether or not we can do spoilers.
Yeah, we need to know whether we can say spoilers, but like, I don't think we can at this stage because the books only came out yesterday. But yeah, there's a part in it that's really really dark, and I think I didn't because the artwork was quite bright, like it's very bright, but I don't think it's necessarily as atmospheric. I think it just lost me a little bit.
Fair enough.
You know,
it's a fair comment.
So but I am kind of interested in the final page, which again we'll probably put the picture up there, which. It isn't a spoiler because we kind of
already knew what was going to happen.
It's you'll probably see what I mean. It's a very very cute picture.
Richard doesn't do cute,
and
as we know from last week's
I don't
review.
do cute, and I don't do lovely.
Lovely.
I don't do lovely comic books, do I? So yeah, so we're Yeah.
Well, on that note,
A bit split on that one.
on that note, shall we move on to the next one?
Let's move on to the next one. So the next one was, I think we can actually agree on this one, can't we, Tom?
I think we can. Yeah, I liked this one.
Yeah, I loved this because it was so weird. It really was weird.
This was almost my pick of the week.
Yeah. We've had quite a lot of success because there's a couple. Doctor Strange, the end out this week.
Yeah, which I need to read.
There's also Captain Marvel, the end out this week. I haven't read those books, but we read Deadpool because we liked the Deadpool. Yeah. We liked the tongue in cheek and just like just the diversity of the
Joe Kelly,
the
writer.
It's so funny. But like weird, funny, and quite sick in parts.
Oh yeah,
but
it's a bit Rick and Morty in places.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's a bit. Yeah, it's really funny.
It's very tongue in cheek. The best bit about this for me, this comic, is it's called Deadpool: The End.
The End, yeah.
It doesn't end.
No,
do you know what I mean? It just keeps going and going and going.
It ends, and then he's all shacked up with death, and it's all good. And then it's like, but if you want the Hollywood ending, you might do this. And
so
then,
it's pretty good. I like that.
He like reboots the ending, and in the end, it doesn't actually give you an ending, which kind of leaves you thinking, well, Deadpool can't actually die then, so I'm all right with that.
There's a few digs in this at DC for their reboots and things, so I like that as well. But on the I think it's page 2 or 3, straight in, you are like, I'm gonna have to check which page number it is now, but you are treated to a absolutely phenomenally beautiful splash page. Is it? Yeah, what is it? Yeah, that one. I mean, that is just fantastic. I mean, what more do you want?
What's that? Franklin Richards, is it?
Yeah, Franklin Richards. He's got a massively
like the Thanos.
He's got a huge sword. Yeah. What the hell's going on with Doctor Strange up here? I don't know.
I know.
But it's excellent.
It's funny.
It's just really good.
Really funny.
I really like this one. And like I said, it was almost my pick of the month.
Almost, yeah.
But didn't quite add up to the next one.
Anyway. So, yeah, it was good. So definitely recommend, if you're really enjoying the end books, you'll enjoy that one, definitely.
Absolutely. Whilst we're on the subject of DC digs, I have to say, I liked this episode, but what's with the Justice League turning up in Thor issue 2?
I know. As I say, if you haven't seen that, guys, I think Donny Cates actually maybe tweeted it out before the comic book came out. The panels where, and it's fairly obvious, but I've heard rumours that he'd been having a conversation with like Jim Lee and stuff, and they're quite friendly. So whilst he doesn't flat out talk about Superman, the Flash, Aquaman,
he refers to dark gods and things,
like the god of sun, the god of strength, the god of the dark, and the god of
speed,
the god of water and speed. And there's like just flashes of colour on the panels. But it's basically saying like that even in those worlds where we have all these well-known, respected DC characters, it doesn't say DC, but we know it is. That even those worlds will be captured by
not safe.
The Black Winter is coming together. So
this is where you want one of those like it's like Black Winter.
Just Tom. Why do I need that?
Yeah, doesn't need sound effects. It's got me.
It's got Tom. But again, a really, really good book. Was it any better than the first? Probably not.
It leads on nicely.
Yeah, there's a lot of him. There's a lot of him saying nay in this. Yes, which is a bit strange because he's like, "Shall we do this?" And then Thor's like, "Nay, I say nay," and it's like
a lot of hammer swinging.
Yeah, it's which is a bit fun. And
there's a few bits that are pretty cool, like what he does with the hammer.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. But the ending, the last bit at the end, obviously not. We're not doing spoilers. But the character that turns up at the end is. It
has been
cool.
Rumoured.
I mean, and that character. This is not going to be a spoiler unless you Google it. But he actually was originally in the Mighty Thor in 1983. Yeah. That was his first ever appearance.
And if you know anything about that, you'll know
who I'm talking about.
But I think it's been widely sort of speculated that he'd be making an appearance.
Actually, I think it already says in issue 3. It's Thor versus this character in the synopsis. Yeah, so it's not really a spoiler, to be honest.
Not really, but well worth obviously checking out.
Yeah, Thor 2, brilliant.
Moving swiftly on.
So let's move on to our It's definitely my pick of the week.
Yeah, I'm going to say this is my pick of the week, and hence why we're saving it to the last. It's the Detective Comics Annual 3,
Yep.
and it's kind of like it was billed as like a memorial to Alfred, but it's not that sad really. It's quite it's a really uplifting book. Really.
Yeah, exactly. I would totally agree. It's an uplifting book. I mean, I liked it from start to finish. It's got some lovely artwork in it. It's a really nice story, and I like the fact that it portrays Alfred in a different light, if you like, and I like that it's what he's told the lady in it who turns up to talk to Bruce, what he's told her about Bruce, and how he's depicted Bruce. In a way, is exactly how Bruce is, but he's doing him as a billionaire playboy philanthropist. That's the best way to say it. A bit like Iron Man, with all the drink and the drugs and all that crap. But yet he's not doing that. But the way he's written it sounds like he's doing that. But it's still. There's a really nice story at the end that explains what I'm trying to say. To be honest, and it's. I really liked it. Thought it was brilliant. Really, really nice memorial. I like it's like a bit James Bond-esque. That Alfred was a British spy.
Yeah, worked for Secret Intelligence Services, the SIS, in so obviously MI6 or whatever, and there's like sort of like a bit of a split story, a little bit about Alfred back when, and then Bruce and Batman and
I've got her name.
Obviously this agent who was obviously Alfred's friend back in the day, kind of. They then team up and obviously sort of bring things to a satisfying close, don't they? So
did you find from page 2 straight in, you were like, right, I actually want to know what happens here?
Yeah, I was that. I didn't have any expectations with it. I thought it was going to be like a lot of flashbacks to lovely times with Alfred. Thinking it would be a bit soft again. But no, it wasn't. It's actually like a proper action-based comic with a really good story on it that does service to Alfred.
There's a lovely bit right at the end where Bruce asks Alfred to do the Batman outfit, and it's a really nice throwback to Bob Kane's Batman back in the 1939 he debuted.
Yeah.
So it's a nice throwback to that, which is cool. But yeah, definitely our pick
of the week. So keep your eye.
That one up.
Yeah, definitely keep your eye open, because when we do our next giveaway at the end of the month, that will be a contender, I think, for obviously our pick of the month. Because obviously, as you should know, is that all our picks of the week, we will at the end of the month basically pick one of our picks from the week, and we'll give away a key comic, a story, and also the cover art that we've chosen as well. So obviously keep watching for that.
And if you haven't jumped in already for the giveaway, make sure you comment down below with hashtag NQM giveaway, so you can be within a chance of winning. And also like us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah,
make sure you link us back to this so we know you've done it.
And you also must be subscribed to the channel. So if you want to take part in the giveaway that we've got running at the moment, which are for Thor #1, The End of Venom, and obviously Iron Man 2020 #1, make sure you're subscribed. Obviously, leave a like on the video, but comment down below. Obviously, hashtag NQM giveaway, and we'll enter you in that. All right.
So you want to do your cover of the week?
Yeah, cover of the week.
Yours?
We'll do that. Yeah. So my cover of the week is this. It's basically Ice Cream Man #17. It's basically obviously a homage cover to Action Comics #1, and for me that was the one that popped out as being different this week. There was a lot of lovely artwork. There was a lot of really nice artwork, but that one for me it was the one that stood out on the shelf because it was different, and I tend to like these types of homage covers as well. So yeah, that's my cover pick of the week, as I say. So that might be being given away at the end of the month if it is my pick of the month.
To be honest, I quite like that one.
Yeah.
But for me, I've got two.
Go on.
But I can't make my mind up between each. So whilst I'm talking, I'll try and make up which one I want the most. Now I would go for Batman Beyond's issue 40's variant cover. I spoke about it previously. It's a Francis Manapul one. Really, really like it. However, I think, even though I haven't read it, I saw it and I was like, oh my god, the Flash variant cover for issue 87 done by Dustin. I don't know how you say his second name. Negjen.
It's normally Guyenne, I think.
Guyenne.
But
Anyway,
yeah,
that is absolutely stunning. So I'm going to pick that one. I'm going to go with Flash. Flash 87.
Flash 87. So as I say, the picture will be up on the right hand side
because
here.
I don't bring my comics with me.
And there you go. So that is pretty much it then, guys, isn't it? So just obviously do make sure, as I say, if you're in the giveaway, the hashtag NQM giveaway, subscribe to us on obviously to the channel, and yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching.
Yeah, and see you.